So many people who are new to my journey assume that I have always been slim because of how I look today, but real day ones who have been subscribed to this channel know that that is not the case. My weight has been fluctuating my entire life. I've lost 30 pounds, I've gained it again, I've lost it again, I've regained it again, but I'm finally in a space where my weight is doing what it needs to do. My habits have been steady and it's really been keeping my weight loss progress on track. Now, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Ramani. I post yoga classes on here, R&B yoga classes. I post health and wellness advice, like my health and wellness journey, and overall lifestyle advice that help women on their journeys in life. What I do allows me to talk to women in real time every single day and hear what they are struggling with, and a lot of that is weight loss. So let me just backtrack. I became a personal trainer at a very young age, so I've been helping women lose weight for the past like 10 years, and I do it through my program. So I just created a new 30-day shred program, which is why I'm creating this video. So from the program, a woman purchased it and then she DM'd me and basically said that she didn't know all of the information that was in the 30-day shred. She wasn't aware that some of her habits, some of the things that she was eating, some of the things that she was drinking was unknowingly causing her to gain weight. And this is honestly why I like creating the plans, because there is a lot of misinformation out there. There is a lot of diet culture. There is a lot of toxic weight loss information. And the way that I like to approach weight loss is from a realistic standpoint that is sustainable for the everyday woman. So when she sent me that DM, I was like, let me make a video just telling women some of the reasons why they might be gaining weight instead of losing it, even though they're trying to lose weight, because a lot of women are trying to lose weight and they don't understand why they are gaining weight instead. Most women think that they have a discipline problem, and there's a lot of shame around weight loss because they think I should be eating this way, I should be doing this, I should be losing weight, but we're not taking in account the lifestyle factors. So today I want to explain some of those factors to you so that you can see if you are partaking in these habits, and maybe you can dial it back and then you can see if your weight loss starts to progress after that. So my first bullet point that I know no one wants to hear is alcohol. I stopped drinking alcohol about 3 years ago and my weight loss journey completely changed. I had done weight loss journeys prior to that, but I didn't realize how much inflammation was in my body due to alcohol. So even when I look back at old weight loss journeys, I was still inflamed in the before and in the after. But today, my body doesn't have a lot of inflammation because I don't drink alcohol. Most of us underestimate how much weekend drinking or casual drinking, social drinking, brunch with the girls, going out to the club on the weekends, we underestimate how much that hinders our weight loss journey. But you're not doing this because you're not disciplined or you're a bad person. You're doing this because this is the lifestyle that is promoted to us, especially if you live where I live. I live in America, and we see on everybody's Instagram story, on every ad on the TV, on every billboard, there is alcohol being promoted to us. Alcohol is typically going to disrupt your sleeping pattern, which you need if you want to lose weight. You need to be sleeping at night. It's going to raise your cortisol levels, which is going to make you look puffy and inflamed, and it's going to cause excess belly fat. And it also increases cravings, because I know you have had like a drunk night out where you're like, oh my God, I need this fast food, I need these chips, I need these donuts. You want all of this food because alcohol is going to increase your cravings. So a hidden way that you may be gaining weight instead of losing weight, even though you're trying to lose weight, is because you're still drinking. All right, so the next reason is dairy. Dairy can cause a lot of inflammation, and I touch on this in my 30-day shred plan. Dairy can cause a lot of inflammation, and inflammation causes dis-ease in the body. Now, some inflammation in the body can be good, but if you have excess inflammation in your body, you're going to deal with things like bloating, water retention, slow digestion. And when I say dairy, I'm talking about anything that contains dairy. A lot of people get this confused when I'm asking them, do they consume dairy? They're like, no, I don't consume dairy, because they think I'm not drinking a glass of milk every day. I don't drink dairy. I'm talking about yogurt. I'm talking about ice cream, milkshakes, frappuccinos, anything that has dairy in it. Even like protein coffees or yogurt bowls, like even things that are promoted as being healthy to us have the power to cause inflammation and weight gain. A lot of things that they tell us is healthy is actually not healthy. And this kind of goes into my third reason about things not really being healthy. Protein bars, protein powders. We are told that we need these things in our weight loss journey. They're telling us that we need to put protein powders in our smoothies. We need to have protein bars. We just have to get our protein up. Most of the things that they're telling us that we need, we don't really need. Like, I don't use protein powders, and I make that very clear in the program, and I talk about the other protein methods that I choose to use because I'm more of a whole foods kind of eater. So I don't really like to eat things that have already been made. I like to cook my own stuff. So even when it comes to my smoothies, I am not using protein powders. Actually, when I was using protein powders, I feel like I was at my heaviest during my weight loss journey. Not like my heaviest, but in the midst of weight loss, I was still very heavy because I was doing like 2 scoops of protein powder. It did have dairy in it as well. And it had like 500 to 600 milligrams of sodium per serving. So even though I wasn't still drinking, like I had cut alcohol by that time, I was still very puffy. I was still very inflamed, and I had no idea why. And I was trying to cut everything else out. Once I cut out the protein powders and the fake healthy food, everything changed. So I would really say that protein quality matters more than the quantity. Where are you getting it from? What is the source? Now, another reason is just simply eating out too much, even if you are eating healthy, like at healthy restaurants. Most restaurants are going to use way more seasonings, way more butters, way more oils because they want it to taste good. They're going to use way more things that your body just doesn't need in excess. They're going to use a lot more of it than if you were to cook at home. You can still be eating out and eating healthy, like eating the same thing that you might eat at home, but you'll notice that you'll start gaining weight more because you're going out to a restaurant. And their portion sizes are a little bit different. And sometimes I think when we get food from a restaurant, we think we need to eat the entire thing, and the portion is already really large. So like when you eat at home, you can kind of change your portions to what you want it to be. All right, the next reason is you're moving too little. Like you're not moving your body enough. And sometimes we think that working out is all we need to do when we actually should be doing more. And I'm really talking to the work from home women. If you are sitting down for majority of the day, a 30-minute workout isn't really going to give you all that you need when it comes to movement. You should be walking too. And I talk about how walking has really changed my fitness journey completely. I would even go as far to say I lost more weight and reduced more inflammation by walking more than even exercising. Like right now I walk 10,000 steps minimum per day, but before I was doing that, like when I had first started my walking journey, I started off with 1 mile for 3 times a week, but then I just started to work my way up. And even just doing that 1 mile 3 times a week completely transformed how my body looked without me changing anything. All right, and the last reason that a lot of people don't think about is undereating. A lot of women think that if they don't eat a lot, then they'll lose more weight, but most times that is going to slow your metabolism down. I'm not saying that you have to eat so many times during a day, but eating more meals that are healthy, like small healthy meals throughout the day, rather than just not eating at all, is going to help you out. And a lot of women who have done my programs in the past, they eat maybe like 3 to 6 times a day, not super big meals, but 3 to 6 times a day. And they're like, dang, I'm losing more weight than when I was only eating 2 times a day. And that's because when you start eating and you are eating healthy foods that nourish your body, your metabolism is going to speed up. Because how many times have you told somebody or even told yourself like, dang, I don't know why I'm gaining weight. I don't even eat that much. It's because you don't eat that much. I say all of this to say weight loss does not have to be extreme. It can be extreme if you want it to be, but it doesn't have to be extreme. If you go back through this video or if you've been taking notes, just make little shifts in your life. And those little shifts are going to give you big transformations. Now, if you want to download the 30-day shred, no pressure, it's going to be down below. I like the guide just because it's something that I would have wanted on my fitness journey. If you've been subscribed to my channel, then you know that it's been a lot of trial and error. Just like I was saying, I started my walking journey. I had no idea that I was supposed to be walking when I first started my weight loss journey over 10 years ago. I just recently started my walking journey in 2023 and it's 2025. So I've only been walking for 2 years. I wish I would have known that when I first started because I could have been so much further in my weight loss journey right now. So if you are new to your fitness journey and you really want to just kickstart your fitness journey in the right way, I'm going to link the 30-day shred down below. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you leave me a brown heart in the comments, and everything that you need is going to be in the description box too. And I'm going to see you in my next video.